Hello friends, this is Ifa and welcome to another Plan With Me video. In this video we're going to go with an autumnal cottagecore theme. We'll paint a landscape with watercolors and 2 small corner paintings along with minimal bullet journal trackers, planning spreads and lots more. Let's begin with a quick flip through of my October setup, which you'll liked very much. Though I have filmed this video in the second week of this month and I haven't planned and used my bujo that much in this first week, so it looks very empty. Anyways, let's start painting my November cover page. As you can see, I have already sketched out so that it doesn't take too much time to paint and planning. I'm going with my Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolors. At first, I'm mixing cadmium pale hue and cadmium orange hue to get a nice pale orange color. I'm painting the backgrounds of the trees, bushes and lawn first with the same color, and later I will build up the colors a little more. My palette looks a little bit dirty because I made 3 autumnal paintings beforehand and didn't clean them because I knew I will use the same kind of colors this month. So I thought I shouldn't waste such colors that I can use later on. Now as you can see here, I'm darkening up some of the areas with the color Indiana Red. It's kind of a mixture of brown and red. Basically, I'm coloring the parts where I wanted to make some shadows and gradients of the trees. Also, I'm leaving some of the parts to make them look like hollow parts of the trees. I hope it makes sense. For the lawn, I wanted to make it looks like the leaves have fallen and the ground is filled up with rotten leaves. I'm painting these bushes with cadmium yellow hue so that I can add some greens into the bushes. I can't believe it's the second month of the year and also my favorite season, which is late autumn. I can't wait for the crispness and dryness of the winter as well. I think I like these 2 seasons the most because of they stay not for a longer time, and I somehow don't like the humid weather of Bangladesh. It causes so many problems to me, like I got sinusitis and headache when the weather gets humid or hot or between 2 seasons. So this period has been very much difficult for me to stay well. Anyways, for the cottage, I have painted it with a pale and dusty green. I made this color mixing sap green, hooker's green and lamp black. I'm mentioning these colors so that if you have the same or similar colors, you can follow these as tutorials. Though I'm not very great at explaining my drawings, as you know, but I'm trying to do my best so that you can go along with me. And also, I think I have improved a lot during these voiceovers. This video is going to be very long because I have edited it with a very lower speed. I really wanted to show you the steps that I've gone for and the details I'm doing here, and I think it can help you to paint this painting rather than your bullet journal, and it can be a bit of practice if you go with me. Also, I didn't follow any guidelines or any sort of reference pictures while painting this illustration, and I have left some of the details for later to work on, but I think it looks very nice at this point and I'm not going to touch anyway. The abstractness of these shadows and everything looks kinda good to me, and I'm just satisfied with how it looks so far. Now I'm outlining the cottage, trees and branches so that they pop up a little more. At first I thought I would skip this step, but I think it looks better than I thought. I'm using Sakura Pigma Micron in 005 size, and also I'm using Unipen in 02, but I'm using here the 005 size more because I can go with very little details with this pen. As you can see, I'm drawing all of the lines underneath some of the painting areas because I wanted them to be the branches of some foreground trees and then also some of the background trees. As an addition, I'm using Tombow brush pens in shade 977 and 992 to paint the smaller parts. It's absolutely optional. I used them because it was faster to work on in the smaller parts, as these paints are water based and the colors blend very well with the watercolors, so I thought it would be a nice addition to go with these brush pens. Here I'm just outlining some of the trees with darker brown color and some of them with the sand color, so that it can make some gradients for foreground trees and background trees. To clean up the white parts, I'm using white jelly roll pen. I colored the door brown and the result wasn't very good, so I'm using a water-based poster paint to cover the color. This type of paint has thick consistency like gouache, but I think gouache is more opaque than the poster paints. I've added a bit of white dots on the leaves and wanted to create some shadows with the leftover paints. I always use less amount of water in the bullet journals, but I used a bit more water than usual, and this notebook papers hold it very good. This notebook is from your bujo, and I absolutely love using watercolors in these 100% recyclable papers of this notebook. If you're interested about this notebook, you can go and check out my review video linked in the description, or you can go to their site and get some ideas about the notebooks. And if you're willing to buy this notebook, you can use my affiliate code TRICETOPUS10 to get 10% off from your purchase, and I'll get a little commission from the brand. I took some reference photos to create this painting while sketching, but later I forgot to save them. I just painted this without the reference photo and with my imagination. For the title, I'm using Tombow Furon's Harty brush pen and have gone with a calligraphy font. I think it looks perfect with this type of landscape paintings. So that's it for the cover page, and I'm moving to my monthly calendar page. Recently, I don't have much to write things on my monthly log, so I made a smaller one-page calendar. For the additional colors, I'm using Tombow dual brush pens. 2 of them I've already showed, and I'll link all the supplies in the description. If you don't know, I have a Patreon page where I offer some benefits like printable calendars, sticker sheets, a full journaling kit, my bullet journal cover pages, and wallpapers. Those are similar to my theme monthly, and also some behind the scenes sketches and sneak peek of my contents. This month you'll get everything similar to this theme and a digital version of this cover page. In the beginning of this month, 3 of you has joined as my Patreon: Regina, T, and Christy. Thank you so much for your kindness and support. It truly means a lot to me. The next spread I'm making here is my habit tracker spread. Basically, I'm making 7 of 30 days tracker. This spread is very simple and minimal because I like it so much this way. And besides this spread, I'm making a workout tracker spread. I'll explain how this works later. For the illustration, I'm painting a basket of apple along with a scarf. For the apples, I used cadmium red, and later I've added a little yellow into it and blended them well. I increased the amount of water, but the warping of this paper almost gone after drying out. For the basket, I painted a base color and I've gone with the Tombow Dual to create the details. As you can see, the details wasn't very tough and I've just gone with the pattern. For this curve, I used a white poster paint with a bit of water to blend the Tombow Dual brush pen colors so that the pattern I'm creating look more bright. I used a soft gray mild liner to create the shadow and a Unipen fine liner to draw the outlines. Besides this illustration, I've already added 2 crisp leaves into this illustration. In this spread, I'm going to track different types of workouts like abs, legs, hands, yoga, and cardio. I'm very lazy to do everything together, so I thought this might help me to track and boost my motivation. I also included a goal section for the motivation as well, but I don't think that this goal section will be used very much. In the next, I'm making this cotton planner. This time I'm skipping my thoughts or brain dump page and included a small section where I can write down my ideas about contents and brainstorming my patron reviewers. I always use my brain dump or thoughts page for the ideas of my Patreon reviewers or some other contents, so I thought I should go with a specific name of these sections. I made a little cutout so that I don't have to make another illustration for every page and still I can be in the theme and it looks cohesive with this theme. While making this cutout, I generally feel that I need a smaller cutting board to cut out something in my journal. It really helps when you have some smaller cutouts or any cardboard underneath your pages when you're cutting some portion of any pages in your notebook. So this is the final look, and let's make this illustration on my weekly spread. I'm painting a picnic kind of illustration in this corner. I'm making a wooden table with grassy area. I'm using a mixture of raw amber and yellow ochre for the wooden color. And for the pie, I use the cadmium red for fillers and yellow ochre for the bread. I tried to draw some paper underneath this pipe, but it looks kind of muddy and blended with the wooden texture. So later I added some of the shades with Tombow dual brush pen, and I think it looks kind of good after adding all those shades with my jelly roll pen. After adding all these abstract grasses and some details with white and black paints, I'm done with my last illustration. So let's move on to the layout of my weekly spread. I made a 4-day layout with wrong names of the day, and later I corrected them off camera. You will get an updated picture on my Instagram later in this month. This layout is inspired by my favorite Purple Potato on Instagram. She makes some lovely and minimal spreads always, so do check her account on Instagram. The weekly spread I'm going to make for the month will be posted on my Instagram. So if you haven't followed me yet, be sure to follow me there. Let's see the final flip through of this theme. I absolutely love how these paintings and layouts turn out. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.